Hello, my beautiful soul tribe. This is Ascend With Me Tarot. My name is Dawn. I'm going to do a collective energy reading. We're going to do some reading out of the book. I'm being drawn to my Crystal Mandala book, Oracle deck, and Sacred Rebel. So I just want to pull, I want to pull some overall energy, for where Spirit has us, what we are focusing on, or what we should be focusing on. Right. Let's just see what comes up. We're just gonna free flow and see what comes up, okay? Yeah, an authentic voice and wild compassion. What okay? Wow. Following your desires, following your compassion, following your passion, I'm hearing. But using your authentic voice to speak and to give encouragement, I'm getting, right? Like encourage others is what I'm hearing. But anyways, so maybe that's what we're doing, Soul Tribe. We're using our compassion and our authentic voices to bring encouragement and healing into the collective. That's what we're doing. Yeah, there's art already. There is value, so it's almost like not even adding the value. I'm hearing it's like pulling the value forward. Okay, that's already within each one of us. Spirit's allowing us to be compassionate with one another and work with one another and pull this value forward. Right? At the time of rest is coming to an end, okay? Time of rest is coming to an end, and it's time to melt into divine desire. The wisdom that you've learned from your trials and your tribulations, the storm wisdom, right? We're going to need to dig deep and remember to move from compassion moving forward. But let's see what we're talking about today. Yeah, storm wisdom. So they want me to read about storm wisdom, and I just saw that. So yeah, so let's read about storm wisdom. Spirit says no matter the storm, they want us to be compassionate with all others. Be compassionate with yourself. But let's talk about storm wisdom. So this is overall energy of the collective. Like, we've gained wisdom from our trials, our tribulations, from the storms that we've gone through in our life. And so that wisdom that we've gained, yes, that's your personal wisdom, right? But Spirit's also giving you that wisdom because it's also your tool for the collective. It's your tool to be compassionate with others, or to understand or be able to relate with one another and pull the value out of each other. Okay, but let's read this. We bring you the gift of storm wisdom. This is the fierce cleansing nature of divine compassion made manifest in the world. And look, we got wild compassion on the bottom, right? So it's all about having compassion. Wow. Storm wisdom thrills the spirit, for it understands that so much benefit and liberation will come from the process. Yet the mind may quake at the prospect of such little control over how your life events are unfolding for a time. What is happening during an experience of storm wisdom is that anything that has become stagnant or obstructing to your spiritual growth will be uprooted. Wow, we're going to talk about this. You may find that the divine storm of transformation powering through your life creates a feeling of upheaval, creative chaos, uncertainty, and excitement. You may feel simultaneously liberated and exhilarated, whilst also wondering if everything is going to be okay. You must remember that you will only be asked to give up something in order to receive that which is far more beautiful and supportive of your sacred life's journey. You must also remember that the cleansing power of the storm will revitalize you, bring you fresh energy and perspective to take forward in your journey, and is a divine blessing which will only bring good into your life. While the mind often wants to hold on and maintain the status quo, fearing change, we've talked about this in some of my Facebook readings, you guys. Anyway, so it's saying while the mind often wants to hold on and maintain the status quo, fearing change, the soul thrills at the prospect of joy, happiness, and fulfillment that growth brings. It is so devoted to the manifestation of divine love in the world that it is willing to go through growing pains to bring the inspiring vitalizing life of the spirit into the beautiful form of the body. The soul knows that temporary discomfort can bring tremendous gains for the spiritual path, and ultimately far greater joy and pleasure in life for the body too. The mind may need reassurance from the heart that all will be well during times of great change, and the wild blessings of storm wisdom is one such time. Perhaps you've already felt a sense of discomfort or restlessness in your body, mind, or soul, feeling that a change is needed, even if you aren't sure what that might be. Or perhaps you are feeling that your life has finally settled down and you are quite happy for it to remain as it is for years to come. No matter whether you are in the midst of the storm of change already, just recovering from it, or waiting for it to move its cleansing grace through your life, know this: storm wisdom is love in action. It is not going to harm you, and you do not need to fear it. It is going to cleanse you on all levels and allow for more life, vitality, purpose, and passion to enter into your world. You will love the outcome that eventually manifests for you as the blessings take shape, but you will need to reassure yourself that even amongst the great change, whether that be something more internal or shows up as big external changes in your life, it is safe to trust life. When the oracle of storm wisdom comes to you, there is a special message for you. If you are already in the midst of transformational change, perhaps that which is deeply challenging, and you cannot see any end in sight, or are worried that the changes are going to be devastating, have faith. This storm is wild, yes, but it is filled with grace. You are being helped. You shall come through this, and the reason the storm was needed in your life is because a gentler method would not have been sufficient to free you. Divine intervention and protection, liberation, and purpose is behind the storm raging through your life. It is love that moves you. Go with it. Do not resist. If you feel emotional as you read these words, you are recognizing truth. Trust in the process of your feelings and know that all will be well according to a compassionate higher wisdom. If you do not yet see the storm in your life, do not be afraid. This oracle can indicate a time when there is much movement after a period of stagnancy where nothing seems to be moving forward. It's the burst of fresh air and life that increases your vitality and inspires you, whipping you up in a loving whirlwind of new opportunity, connection, and love. There are those minds that fear the storms of life because they don't trust in the benevolence of the universe and how much they are actually loved. Then there are those that trust life and feel loved. They are the ones that stand head tilted up, arms flung wide open, yelling woo-hoo as the rain pours down. The winds howl and fresh cold air cleanses the body, mind, and soul. Be the lover of life who boldly receives love's grace now. Let change be a welcome gift of love's eternal grace, for that is what it is in truth. Wow, guys, that's powerful for me because I went through a storm that literally shook up my life, and it forced me to relocate. It forced me to let go of the past. It's forced me to reevaluate my faith and my beliefs and my perceptions and the things that I'm willing to accept and not accept. But when I was going through this storm, I was confused. I didn't understand what was going on at the time, but it was being revealed to me as I was going through it, like I was growing through it. So, collective, if you're currently going through this storm, for me, the things that got me through it was leaning on the divine, having faith and trust in the divine, in myself, that I am love, that I am divine, that I am growing, that I am learning, and that I'm not being punished, right? So have compassion for yourself. There's changes that are needed for the collective to move forward. So if we've been trying to hold on to an old person, place, or thing that's not going to serve our highest good moving forward, it could even just be an old perspective that you're holding on to. Whatever that is, this storm is going to come in to shake those things loose. Okay, you're not, if you're going through this, understand you are not being punished. You are not being condemned. It's coming from divine love to, it's like it said, if it would have came in gentler ways, then you would have maybe missed that this change was necessary. Whatever the change is, let's look at what these changes are real quick. I was going to go to my Rebel deck, but I'm being called to look at these changes real quick. Spirit, let's talk about these things that are changing for the collective. These storms are coming in to create changes. And what energy? What is the energy that I feel? Attachments, okay? And yeah, holding on to broken hearts, okay? Attachments to heartbreak, attachments to not feeling worthy, attachments to people, places, or things that have had you in third parties, or that have had you not trusting your intuition, not trusting that you were loved and supported, right? The angel of strength is here holding your hand. Okay, so broken hearts. What else, Spirit? What other energy? To get you on the temple path. Okay, so these broken hearts and these these changes around your broken hearts were necessary. They're necessary to your growth. Okay, this deceit that you may have experienced, okay, this devil energy that we've experienced through these others that we've loved, that we've tried to pour energy into. You know, Spirit's saying have compassion for those people because they've been used for the divine purpose. Like your heart was needed. It's like I know this sounds crazy, but it's like your heart needed to break, right? So that you could come into the temple path. The temple path of being this divine sanctuary within yourself and seeing the divine in all things outside of yourself also, right? You know, so this, it's like your heart it's like we need to be brought through broken heart. And like our broken heart is what brings us to the healing, right? If you never experience a broken heart, or you never experience the need to change, you never experience upset in your life, then you're always going to stay. You're not going to grow. You're not going to thrive. You're going to stay stuck and stagnant, right? It's like you're always going to feel like you're going to stay in that energy where you're discontent with something. Okay, even if it's not for your highest good, God, Spirit knows what's for our highest good. Okay, is kind of what I'm getting from this. But I want to read about the temple path if I can find this book. Hold on. I don't know what I did with it. Hold on, you guys. I know I'm cut for time on this, so we may make two parts to this. I don't know if where is this book, Spirit? Here it is right in front of me. I want to read about the temple path because this broken heart soul tribe, these people, places, and things, you know, it's like continue to have compassion for them, pray for them, thank them for the experience, truly thank them, thank the divine, be in an attitude of gratitude for all experience, even if it is heartbreaking. You know, your wild compassion, your ability to hold compassion is why you are being set on the temple path, okay? Your temple path speaks about spiritual purpose and support. So you're divinely supported, and you're being this storm that's coming in to shake up your lives, to force you into these certain changes you've been trying to heal instead of move away from. I'm getting whatever these are. It's necessary. This storm is necessary to get you healed, for the next level of healing, to get you in alignment with your purposes. Okay, it says receiving this card represents your own spiritual evolution. The winding path you are on leads to a blessed temple and a lovely garden. I hear about the garden all the time from Spirit, symbolizing the spiritual destiny your soul has had in mind for this lifetime. This card upright is here to tell you that what you're going through now is all part of your soul's process. You are on your karmic path and heading in the right direction. And the choices you make now are important for your personal growth and life lessons. The lights around the temple represent the spirit world, your family members and friends, angels and guides, all the loving spirit helpers who long to assist you. Call upon them and be open to your inner wisdom and inspiration. This is a wonderful, life-expanding time. So keep in mind your personal priorities as well as your spiritual connection. Following your higher intentions will help you move your life forward in dramatic ways. And connecting with spirit and your higher self will have a wonderful influence on all that you experience. That's so beautiful. So tribe. We're coming into alignment, divine alignment and healing through heartbreak. Let's talk about this heartbreak a little bit for some of us. What was the broken heart here? Okay, a lot of us, it's got to do with the loss of children. Okay, right? And I mean, and when I say loss, it doesn't mean, I'm not saying like the death. Some children, it was through, them transitioning to the other side. But a lot of it has to do with custody battles and parents that have been like, it's like making the wrong choices in your life when at certain points, and how it affected your children. Okay, healing that broken heart around children. Whatever caused your heartbreak around children, you're healing from that. Okay, so that's came out big time. Yeah. Whatever this sadness, this depression is that you feel like you were never going to be able to overcome or heal from, Spirit is taking you to the next level of your healing, because it's like you're reaching a plateau of healing in that regards. And so you've served your purpose up on this path up to this point. Now you're moving into a new alignment. Let's not talk about the heartbreak. It's around children and loss of children, or families, losses of families. Okay. The loss of people, right, in your life. If it's not children, it could just be people that you depended on in your life. But the temple path, let's see what this alignment is for us, soul tribe. Okay, we have one that flipped. Spirals of manifestation, which is an 18, which is a 9, which speaks about things coming to completion for new manifestations, wish fulfillment. Okay, so we've got spirals of manifestation. So you're manifesting. What are we manifesting, Spirit? What are we manifesting? We're bringing spirit into form. Okay, yeah, new birth. Your new birth. We're going through rebirth. Guarded vigilantly. That's a 6. Balance. Buddy, please stop. So balance and bringing your spiritual walk into physical form. A lot of us. Okay, let's read in the book about which one, Spirit. Buddy, stop. Let's see. Bring it to form, they're telling me. So 41, which is a 5. That's the changes, right? Changes are necessary to bring this path into fruition, to bring it into the physical, to bring the manifestation of this path into form. So your walk, look, this is your walk. Your walk is surrounded by beautiful light energy, right? Energy of and look what's after that, after the storm. So the first card from another deck speaks about the storm we're going through, which is creating the changes necessary to heal to have the next level of healing around what's been breaking our hearts. And then we've got spirals of manifestation, right? A new birth, being guarded vigilantly, like you're protected. No, your growth is protected. But then we've got this, right? Bringing your walk into form, and after the storm. I love you, Spirit. But let's read about bringing it into form. I know I gotta hurry because I only got 26 minutes. Man, I could talk for an hour on this stuff. I wish my video didn't cut off at 26 minutes. I may go into a part 2, but I don't know. I'm on my lunch break, so probably won't be able to. So if you guys are interested in personal readings, please reach out to me. I would love to look into your path with you and just give you some encouragement or whatever Spirit wants to bring forward for you, okay? I love you guys. You can email me at ascendwithmetarot@gmail.com. All right. Let's see. Bring it into form. Beautiful dreamer. You can imagine wonderful worlds of light. You can dream up so many possibilities. Now it is time to bring those possibilities of light into the world. They need to be more than ideas. They need to live, to manifest. The world needs not only your dreams, beautiful as they are, but also your creations. Get thee to thy desk, thy easel, thy computer. Work, beautiful dreamer. Don't just dream, create. You are being asked to honor yourself with a commitment to complete your inspired tasks. This will help you to grow, and that is a wonderful reason to commit. But there's another reason. 2. You know that your inspired ideas are worth translating into practical forms so that other people can access them and experience something special too. This is you bringing spirit into form, you guys, through your creations, sharing your wisdom, your knowledge, your path, your walk, but doing it in a creative way. 2020 when I said that. If you have been thinking about writing a book, painting a picture, or acting on an inspiration or idea, then this oracle is bringing you an unequivocal big ol' yes. Do it now. Don't dally or dither about the details or worry about how it's all going to work out. The universe loves a bold spirit. Once you take a step, it will rush towards you like an enthusiastic and chivalrous lover, opening doors, hand gently guiding you at your lower back as you are moved forward. You will promptly be provided with all that is needed to take the next step. There is a sacrifice inherent in translating the perfection of an idea into the limited physical form. And that sacrifice, you guys, is these things here that the storm has come in to shake us loose from. That's been the sacrifice. Those people, places, or things, and the heartbreak around it. Just moving forward with compassion. 21:21 when I said that, right? Having compassion as we're moving forward and letting the things go that need to be let go of, with like letting go of these attachments. Okay, it says, although something may be lost when turning a multi-dimensional concept of endless potential into something concrete, this oracle guides you to realize that there is much more to be gained. You must become free of this inspiration so that you can receive your next inspiration. It is already waiting for you, so on you must go. This oracle confirms that the information you need to translate your ideas into form will be provided according to the higher wisdom of life. It may or may not be happening by traditional routes. Even if it seems unimaginable, when it is time for something to be born into form, nothing can stop it. It will happen. If you have drawn this, okay. And then it's talking about the oracle of the sacred fool, right? Feel assured that your path of success is not going to unfold according to the usual rules and regulations. It might happen in ways that surprise you and others, but it will happen. It is meant to be. If you have not drawn that card, anyways. So yeah. Okay, so wow, guys. Yes, this temple path, so purpose, destiny. Destiny. I'm hearing destiny. So what is this destiny about, Spirit? What is my collective's destiny? Freedom from and it landed on this. Freedom from this bad news. Freedom from this heartbreak and sadness and depression. Freedom. It's your destiny to be cut free from bondage, soul tribe. Bondage, whatever these bondages have been in your life, whatever these condemnations that you've had to heal yourself over, whether it was someone condemning you or you condemning yourself, right? Through guilt or shame or feeling like you dropped the ball with kids or something, with your children, right? Whatever, our family members, our lovers of the past, whatever that is, Spirit wants us to have wild compassion for ourselves. And I've got to read that. Yeah, and lean on the divine source. Tap into your divine source. That's where freedom comes from, is tapping into divine source. Excuse me. So we've been taught. I only got 2 minutes left. I don't know if I can read this fast enough, but we're going to go to Wild Compassion 32. Oh, come on, Spirit. Let's see. 32. Oh, my goodness. I don't know. Hopefully I got enough time to read this. Okay. This speaks about Buddha. It says, we bring you the blessing of wild compassion. What if a restriction now could prepare you to receive greater freedom in the not too distant future? And to be able to appreciate, enjoy, and fully receive that freedom. And look, we got freedom here. What if growing pains now would strengthen you to be ready to receive a life-changing opportunity headed your way? What if rest and time to just be at this moment would help you build up your reserves of vital energy for a time in the future when you will be asked to step up, perhaps to lead or use your energy in some way to support many? Wild compassion is at work in your life, and you can trust that it knows what you need and when and win, and will deliver it with unsurpassed grace. Wild compassion is what is active in your life when something is a hidden blessing. In some spiritual traditions, this is known as obscuring grace. It is something that seems to be undesirable at first, and yet in due course reveals itself to actually be something for which you are most grateful. Wow, this resonates with me, you guys. So when the situation is happening, however, it will often seem absolutely impossible to the mind that you could ever feel gratitude for what is taking place. Yet if you allow yourself to engage in your life's journey with an open and trusting heart, you'll find that wild compassion will bamboozle your mind and dazzle your heart again and again with its unfailingly gracious and tender love for your soul. That's beautiful. There's more to read on that, but we're going to stop there because I'm running out of time. I love y'all so much. Soul Tribe. Face your storms with confidence, with grace, compassion, and know that this storm is setting you free, okay? It's setting you free and teaching you about the divine source within you, within us, and it's putting us, whatever your purpose, our purpose is, it might seem out of this world to you. It might seem like you're making it up in your own mind, whatever this is, but whatever insight you've gotten about your own purpose, that is your purpose, Spirit's telling me. And when it comes time to face it, to be about it and be in it, trust that Spirit has got you. God has your hand, okay? Trust in the divine and offer forgiveness. Offer forgiveness to all. I'm hearing forgiveness. It's got to do with forgiveness and emotions. Forgive yourself for your emotions. You're forgiven for your emotions too. I love you so much. So forgive others. I love you. Bye, Soul Tribe.